Hello and good morning. I'm Edgar Katashaber. This is Traders Next Door, and you're about to hear the Daily Scoop. Now, gold has risen to historic highs as of late, passing $27,000 per ounce for the first time ever. Things are looking super bullish. And today we're going to break down some of the factors as to why we have gotten here and what you can possibly expect looking forward. Now, one of the main drivers of gold's rise has been the moderation in inflation. After a period of high inflation driven by pandemic-related disruptions and also supply issues, energy prices have finally come down, and this has eased inflammatory pressure. So this lower inflation has reduced the Fed's needs to keep interest rates as high as they have and as aggressively as they've been keeping them there. And this has made gold, a non-yielding asset, just a little bit more attractive. As inflation expectations drop, traders are looking at gold as a hedge against inflation and future uncertainty. Lower inflation has also put a lot less pressure on bonds, which stabilizes the market, and this encourages long-term investment in gold as well. So if inflation stays as low as it is and continues to drop, we could see sustained demand for gold in the coming months. It's entirely possible, some experts have predicted, that we could see gold rise up to $3,000 per ounce in this year still. So it's largely expected that this bullish run for gold is not to end anytime soon. As we know, the Fed has hit its rate cutting cycle, and this means that interest rates are on the decline. They hit us with a massive 50 basis point cut in September, and they are likely to give us 2 more rate cuts in the coming months. Some experts believe that we might only ever see 1, but it is still the expectation that more rate cuts are to come. This cutting cycle typically also looks good for gold. Rate cuts typically weaken the dollar in the short term at the very least, and since gold is priced against dollars, a weaker dollar thus makes it cheaper for international buyers to purchase gold, and this boosts its demand. The Fed is expected to give 2 rate cuts, and with this expectation, people are pricing in more support for gold in the coming months. Furthermore, central banks around the world have significantly increased their gold purchases. Countries like the BRICS nations are diversifying away from volatile currencies in favor of a more stable gold. And also with the current geopolitical tensions that we have, many nations are also in fear of holding too many US dollars at once and are shifting towards gold, which is likely to be a little bit more stable during more violent and unstable times. So with all of this, it is looking like gold has really bullish signs, at least fundamentally, looking forward. But despite all these bullish signs, some experts do believe that we are approaching overbought territory. Gold has had a massive bullish run for the last several weeks without any significant corrections or pullbacks. So, as we discussed last week, any one of these factors that is disrupted for any length of time, even as little as 1%, could cause as big as a 10% correction in the markets, retesting older levels and serving as a really good pullback. However, fundamentally, it doesn't look like gold is at any major risk of this happening, at least anytime soon. We're going to have to see what happens to all these factors, what the BRICS nations end up doing in the coming months, what the Fed ends up doing with their next rate cutting cycle, how the US elections, which are coming in the next couple of weeks, how they affect what the dollar does, and that internally affects how gold behaves. There are a lot of factors at play, but overall, it looks like gold should remain super bullish, at least for the coming months, and this is serving as a massive potential opportunity for a lot of traders around the world. It's a little bit easier to trade when you know what direction you expect the overall trend to be in. And if you're looking at capitalizing on that, you can join the Ultimate Trader. This is a trading competition that's going to be for 6 weeks long, starting on the 4th of November. In order to enter, all you have to do is purchase a Vault Funder account, use the code TUT and get yourself 30% off. And you can use gold as one of your bets on how to get the most percentage increase on your account and win some awesome prizes. So that's use code TUT, purchase a Vault Funder account, and maybe buy some gold. This has been Traders Next Door. I've been Ed Katashabe, and you have just heard the Daily Scoop.